I have the news? Oh, I do. Yes, thank you. Time for the news.
Bobby's Big
Stories.
If someone cheats on their partner in one relationship, the odds are they'll cheat in the next. Researchers found that those who were unfaithful in one relationship had 3 times the odds of being unfaithful in the next compared to those who had not cheated. Experts say it's because once you cross that line of having an affair, you always see it as an option because that line becomes very blurred. I would say, too, cheating sometimes is a symptom of something that you're not able to fix within yourself. So let me run a scenario by you. Girl is in a relationship with guy. Girl cheats on guy. Girl breaks up. Guy break up. She's in a new relationship. She gets a new relationship with the person. The guy doesn't know about the girl cheating on the last guy. Blah, blah, blah. She starts to feel a bit of how she felt with the last guy. Like, I don't know. I don't really feel like myself. She starts to have same cycle, cheats on guy. And it can be flipped either way. I think a lot of times cheating is a symptom of something more than they want to cheat. Unless it's a dude, and dudes just like boobs. Because we're idiots.
Amen.
Yes. So the symptom,
True.
If it gets addressed, then it could.
Yes.
Yeah.
It could be fixed. But yeah, that's from the Archives of Sexual Behavior, which I read every morning before I come in.
Good. It's your favorite.
Yeah, it's my favorite. From Inc. Magazine, keep it to yourself when it comes to your opinions. For the sake of your career, keep your opinions about politics, religion, and coworkers to yourself unless you are asked about it and feel comfortable with giving that answer.
Yeah, that's tough.
You may not personally like a coworker, but your boss does not need that from you. Sharing secrets or opinions may make you seem immature or rude, and that definitely hurts your chances of moving up the corporate ladder. And depending on what slanderous thing was said, it could be grounds of, well, a lot of things, including termination. So I agree with keep your opinions to yourself unless you're asked. There is a part of people that go, well, if I share like intimate feelings, I bond closer with this person, and then maybe they give me the benefit of the doubt, or if it's a boss. The problem with that is, 1, they may not give you the benefit of the doubt, and 2, they may disagree with you. And that's the big one. If they disagree with you, there's no chance. Like the odds are like 30% that it helps you. And that's not the odd I want to play.
Yeah, it's not worth it.
So religion, politics, and other coworkers, unless you're specifically asked, and you also know, if I tell you this, I'm good, right? Because you may not agree. Just keep it to yourself. Unless it's a super close-knit environment, too. States with the highest and lowest IQs. So stupid. So stupid.
No.
It's so stupid. This is the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Oh, boy.
What do you think the highest is?
Okay, well, I can guess the lowest.
No, you can shut your hole.
Well, only because of how you're acting right
You
now.
can shut your hole.
Somewhere,
all of you.
somewhere on the East Coast.
Yeah, New York.
Harvard.
New York.
Yeah.
Boston.
Massachusetts.
It's a state.
Yeah, we won't do low.
Yeah, skip that.
Let's skip that one.
Yeah, let's
Amy's like, bet you I can guess.
Because
Massachusetts has the highest IQ with the average of over 100.
Ooh, you know,
Smart
another one
kids.
sounds really smart is Pennsylvania. They sound smart because they got that Penn place.
they smell
They
smart.
smell smart.
They spend smart. Penn, the college?
Yeah.
The Ivy League school?
Yeah, so I just assumed they had to be smart there.
At Penn State?
Oh, I forgot about that one.
So Massachusetts, number 1. New Hampshire, number 2. The only state not in New England, because most of the top are those,
Yeah.
is North Dakota, which has a reputation for a very strong education system.
Really?
Well, let's model our other education system.
Who knew?
after that.
Felt that. Anyway, low IQ. Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, Arkansas. Shut up.
Was Arkansas last?
Well, it's like, who knows who's
Just a
last?
group.
Hey, who knows who's last?
They're just grouped together,
They're just
man.
grouped together. Mississippi, Louisiana, Alabama, Arkansas.
It's probably alphabetical, like backwards.
Oh, yeah.
I know, but Alabama would have been last if that was the case. But thank you for that. I appreciate you looking at. You know what? You can open your hole again. I appreciate you trying to help me a little bit there. That's from the Daily Mail. But ours is education. They give a crap about schools. Like maybe like 2 schools. They don't invest money in. They still don't invest money in education the level they should in my home state. They prioritize that crap weird. 6 in 10 Americans have diets that contribute to inflammation. I'm new to inflammation. Like the understanding of why it's so bad.
Yeah, your body's not new to it, though.
Oh, trust me, it ain't.
Yeah.
Your body's known forever.
My body has been it.
Yeah. Inflamed.
Just completely inflamed. Many Americans are eating their way to inflammation, and it puts them at risk of cancer, heart disease, other serious problems. Amy, I would say you're far more educated on inflammation than me, just with what you've studied in your podcast. Can you just explain inflammation? Because to me, it just feels like inflammation, my insides just flame out.
Yeah, I mean, it can show up because of various behaviors, whether things you're eating or things you're doing to your body. Or,
What is it though? Like, what do you mean?
Well, I don't know the
Like, I bloat
actual
when I get
medical
inflamed?
definition, but like inflammation for me sometimes will show up in my face, so it's more swollen looking, can be red, and there can be pain associated with it, but it's your body's way of reacting to something that it doesn't like.
I think the slogan of Arkansas, how I grew up and what I was eating and education, should have been Arkansas, the state of inflammation. Because like a quality meal was like a mamwich and some Doritos.
Yeah.
And that was partly socioeconomic, right? We didn't have much money, but most people don't. It's not like Arkansas is a rich state. But that goes for a lot of the South. Like, we don't know.
And inflammation, when you have a lot of it, that's what contributes to disease. So
Really?
A normal part of the body's response to injury or infection. Inflammation occurs when the body releases chemicals that trigger an immune response to fight off infection or heal damaged tissue. Once the injury or infection is healed, the inflammation ends, but you're infected or... Yeah, I'm new to inflammation, meaning I never knew it was a thing. It was
And there's anti-inflammatory foods, so if you eat them, that'll help bring inflammation down.
And is it as it sounds? Like, does something get bigger?
Inflame, yes.
Gets
Like
bigger?
my
bloating is the easy example for my dumb brain.
Yeah.
It's like inflammation. What's it mean? Bloating. Bleh, my gut.
okay,
Right.
a great example for me, and I can see it. Like I can look at my body or my face and know I'm in recovery now, but I had an eating disorder for a long time, and if I was really active in it, I can see it in my face.
Even if you're not eating.
Well, because bulimia was part of it, so there's a purge happening, and that would cause a lot of damage to my organs, my body, my face. There was a lot of pressure. Like it's not healthy at all. But I look back at pictures and I can know, oh, that was probably 2015, because right after my mom died, I had my eating disorder came back after being relatively healthy for several years with it. But it just came back as a coping tool. Like it was a way that I would numb some of my feelings because I didn't want to feel the pain. And I can see it in my face. And some people are like, what? If my face went down. But it took, once I got into recovery, it probably took a year or two for my face to go down.
Seriously?
Because, and I'll show y'all pictures, you'll see it. My face is so puffy, and it's because I was purging and
Well, I think your face is pretty now.
well,
What,
Yeah,
food,
let's
hey,
thank
what
you.
foods are
Heck-
good
heck
for
of a face.
inflammation?
but that was,
I can tell you I have it here.
Yeah, because I'm hoping Eddie can maybe eat some for his nose.
No.
No, his nose is not in.
The nose
it's
is
not inflamed. That's natural, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lunchbox, that
sorry.
can't
And
go
my
down.
ears, same thing.
Yeah, they're just large.
and
Sorry.
it's doctors know what to look for too. Like you can
an idiot.
see the inflammation. Like one of my friends is a therapist, and she said that sometimes her clients will lie, like, "Oh yeah, I'm not purging or I'm not doing anything," but she can see it in their face. Or even alcoholics. Like
Oh,
sometimes you
after a
can
night of
see
drinking,
it.
dude.
Really?
Yes, you're
Oh,
inflamed.
Yeah, big time. You wake
Yeah.
up, you look in the mirror like,
You're
whoa.
like, I didn't drink.
Why is my head so big?
right.
Like, I have a huge head.
Yeah, but it's not inflamed.
Is it all
That's
the years of
your-
bologna sandwiches?
No, man, that's your skull,
That's your
dude.
bone
Your skull.
structure.
I thought it was all the bologna sandwiches and white bread.
Right.
Dang.
Yeah.
Anti-inflammatory foods, Lunchbox.
Blueberries.
But it's not stuff that it's like we're gonna like. That's
You'd
the
like
thing.
'em.
It's like healthy
Oh.
food for the most part. We don't like them.
He might. He likes that quinoa.
Oh yeah. Garlic. Okay, so a little bit of garlic's fine on stuff. Ginger, turmeric, green and black tea. Pass. Who am I? Queen of England?
Yeah, no thanks.
Yeah, no, thank you. Whole grains. Fine, I think.
I don't know what that is.
Quinoa.
Leafy green veggies, legumes, fatty fish, and berries. There you go.
See,
The
blueberries.
Penguin, episode 2, brings in 1.6 million viewers on HBO and Max. I have not watched it.
The what?
The Penguin.
Penguin.
Hey, Mike D, will you come over? I know it's not a movie, but you do. You're like me. You like the nerdy TV shows.
Yeah.
And the Penguin is Batman, right?
Yeah, it takes place right after the Batman movie they made with Robert Pattinson.
It follows the movie?
Yeah, it takes place like a few days after that movie.
Cool.
Oh.
So Robert Pattinson's in it?
No, it's just the Penguin.
Who is Penguin? He's he's famous, right? Who's the guy?
It's Colin Farrell.
Colin Farrell. Yeah.
Oh,
But
that's a good one.
but
Like
in that
Danny
make-
DeVito's who I think of back in the day.
But in that makeup, you can't tell it's him at all.
Really?
Yeah.
That'd be tough to do a movie or a show where you have to put on all that makeup all the time. I just think of Jim Carrey when he did the
Grinch.
and he was like, I had to hire Navy SEALs that could teach me how to do pain training when he put it on because it was so painful.
Oof.
That's
Golly.
wild.
Yeah, Colin Farrell said he's basically done after this because it's so terrible, the process.
That's so. You guys don't know this, but this is a toupee wig that I wear. It's not my hair's not so luscious. Every morning it hurts when they tap it on.
Okay.
Wouldn't that be weird if all of a sudden I was like, guys, I've been keeping it. So yeah, the show's killing it. So check it out. Tuesday Reviews Day we did on this week. Slow Horses. I did Slow Horses, the show. It's on Apple. It's so good. We just started season 2 now. It's 3 seasons. I think season 4 is happening now. It's so good. If you have Apple TV or Apple, I don't know how you watch it. It's just a streaming service I guess I pay for.
Right.
Or maybe you can buy the episodes individually. It's British, but it's about spies. It's so good. It's like one of my top 5 shows of the past few months now. So check out Slow Horses. Younger people sacrifice mental health for career advancement. Hi, everybody. I'm Bobby.
Are you part of younger people now?
No, but I think I did.
He does that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, when you're younger, you do.
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That was younger generation.
No, completely sacrificed it
Hey,
all.
Amy just called you old.
No, I know.
We're
There's
the
no need
same
for that.
age. We're the same age.
Yeah, no, you're taking your shots. It's okay. New research. Yeah, my brain's a little inflamed now from that.
Oh, no.
Eat a berry.
New research shows that the quest for professional success might be coming at the expense of people's health, especially when they're young. A recent study found that 47% of people admit to sacrificing their mental health to get ahead in their careers. Yeah, it's a big time part of that. And 72% say the search for stability is the key factor in determining their success. Yeah. That's from Lad Bible. To be fair, I didn't quite understand mental health. I don't think a lot of us did 15 years ago, as much as we do now. And now, if you're going to go work out your biceps or get your cardio in, like there's also a muscle that's as equal, if not more important.
Yeah. Your brain.
That we don't think we should take care of as much because we weren't trained. Our culture didn't tell us that needs to be taken care of. And that is mental health. I'm a big mental health guy. Didn't do it for a long time. I'm a big dental care guy too.
That's important
really?
too,
But I
man.
didn't do it till I got to my 20s. So it's like
People don't realize you only have 1 set or 2 set of teeth, right? The baby one and then the last one. That's it.
I think people do realize that, Eddie. Yeah.
Teeth are the
some
only
people
thing
don't.
that
I think most
can't-
people realize you only get
Yeah, I
the
think
the
most
ones
people
fall
do.
out, then you have one more set.
Then
I
you
don't
would-
think anyone thinks it's like a snake skin. They just shed and replace.
I feel like you'd brush your teeth a lot more if you thought about that.
And I'm from Arkansas, dude, and we're dumb, according to that story. And I knew that. But we're not dumb, everybody. Get off our backs. That's the news.
Those were Bobby's Big
Stories.
Rascal Flatts in studio earlier today, all three of them. First time in 5 years they'd been in the same room. Listen to that on the podcast. Tomorrow, Luke Bryan in studio. We got a big couple days. Here's Luke now. Love you, miss you, mean it. Bobby Bone Show. We had Rascal Flatts in, and we talked about a lot of stuff. They're back together, which is super cool. And so there's Jay DeMarcus, there's Gary, the lead singer, there's Joe Don, and Jay plays bass and other instruments, and Joe Don plays guitar. Jay's running a record label. Joe Don has had issues with sobriety, and it's been pretty public, and he's been sober for a while, and I remember when he posted that, and I liked it. I'm super happy for him. I'm happy they're together. We were just doing the interview earlier, and this is Jay talking about Joe Don's sobriety.
Joe Don concentrated on his personal health and his well-being, and I'm so proud of him. I have to say that what this man has come through on the other side of it is remarkable, and he's a completely different person. I really, really am proud of what he's been able to do.
Me too. And so Joe Don was then talking about his sobriety. What is your situation now? How long have you been sober?
3 years, and it's kind of crazy, but my birthday, September 13th, is my actual sober date as well. So yeah, 3 years, and it's different. I'll tell you that. Grateful to be sober today and present, and like I never dreamed that was possible. And I wouldn't have been able to do that without this time off. I mean, this past 5 years, I've needed it for a long time, and it was just finally time. And some really great friends in Nashville got me the help I needed, and I'm forever grateful.
I'm super happy they're together. I'm super happy Joe Don is at a healthy place. It's great. Like I'm in a great mood. I hope you go listen to the podcast. Search for the Bobby Bone Show. We did over a half hour with them. Really cool. There was a story about a husband, and he says he's stunned because after his wife had a baby, she wanted a push present, and then a very expensive push present. And then the concept of push presents comes up. And I'm all for it, but that's not something I think that you are legally bound to receive.
No.
A push present?
Yeah, so, you push out a baby, and then I think it's just something that our culture, when social media happened, it was a way to
Yes.
post stuff. It's like, got a push present. Let me read you the story, Amy. I want your thoughts. The unnamed man said his pregnant wife had been influenced by social media. He claimed the materialistic part of her, which he doesn't say all of her is that at all, said that he needed to give her diamonds. The unnamed man said his pregnant wife was influenced because a woman that she saw got a new car and a house after giving birth,
Oh,
Wow.
boy.
which then led her down the rabbit hole looking up push presents and what other people got. And so then she wants diamonds for a push present. Your thoughts on a push present first?
Well, I don't know what it's like to push out a baby because I would love the chance to do it, but I haven't been able to get pregnant. So I know that it's painful and it's a lot on your body. And so I think it is nice to be shown, hey, I appreciate what you've done, because men, y'all don't really have to deal with a lot of that. But I do think social media has made it far worse. I don't know that I would require a push present. And I think if we were to want everything that everybody else has and that they're showing on social media, we'd be in a lot of trouble.
A push present is just made up.
Yes.
And I think
Yes.
if you want to get your wife something for anything, it's awesome. Having a baby, great.
Yeah.
For showing you extra love, great. It doesn't matter. For no reason at all, great. But nobody is owed a...
Diamonds.
I would think the baby is the push
That's
present.
the present. Wah.
You just
That
got
new-
a gift.
that new-
Presents usually
Right.
don't exhaust you.
That
Not you
new
don't
human
love it.
life is
So
the present.
I am not anti-push present.
Oh, I am.
I am
anti.
anti the
I'm not either.
expectation of a
Goodness.
put.
Right.
I'm not anti a quote baby moon, but I'm not. You don't absolutely get a baby moon because other people on social media were getting it.
Right.
And so I think some people see it for so long they think it's just a normal part of culture. I think, Amy, we feel similar about it. Lunchbox, I feel, I don't know, that you do not feel similar.
Oh, the
where it's
push-
just bad.
The push present is the dumbest thing I've ever heard of. You just because you are pushing a baby out of your body doesn't mean you're rewarded. You're rewarded with that human life
But so
that
is
you
he then.
created.
So is
Yeah, and
he.
he didn't
Right,
have
so
to
you
push
both get
out.
it.
Okay.
Great,
It's a
congratulations. You don't get anything for pushing the baby out of your body. You wanted to get pregnant. You wanted to have a child.
Maybe.
Okay,
true,
But if you want to have a child, that's
Maybe,
how it has
maybe,
to
maybe.
happen.
Right, that's how it has to happen. So you shouldn't be rewarded for doing something you wanted to do. You partook in this exercise that created a baby. So I'm not going to reward you at the end of that term with another present. That is the stupidest thing. So, hey,
But are you against- okay,
I'm against it 100%.
I'm against the expectation without there being an advanced talk of it. If someone wants to do that, say, hey, you went through
Oh
a
my
lot, I'm going to
gosh.
get you that. But I'm against somebody just going, well, I just had a baby, so I expect this.
Right.
That's what I'm against.
I saw on social media this one girl got a diamond, and now I want one.
So stupid.
So-
Women are so dumb.
Are you
no, we're
against?
not.
No, they're so dumb.
Men can be dumb
Are
too.
you against them getting one at all, or
At
against
all.
the expectation of
At all.
Oh, so you don't even if she didn't ask for one, but he got her one, you're like, that's stupid.
That's stupid.
Okay.
Like, why are you are you there? Do you get a push present too because you sit there, or a hand present because you held her hand?
What about if I just went number 2?
Yeah. Or hey, Scuba,
push.
did Scuba get a vasectomy present? I mean,
That'd be a cut gift.
it should. Women, it's the stupidest thing our society has started adopting, and then it needs to go away.
But we haven't started, right? Like
No,
Valentine's
it's
Day.
but
That's
that's correct. But again,
I bet he
just a
thinks
day.
that's stupid too.
I mean,
That's pretty
everything.
dumb.
Everything is just something with a meaning assigned to it. Everything.
Right.
Even your name. It's just some sounds we put together. We've assigned it to you. But a push present. I just wanted your thoughts. That's all.
Stupid.
Thank you. Well, I didn't know.
Yeah,
I
we got
didn't,
your
I didn't know
thought.
that's how you felt. Oh, good. Thanks for clarifying that.
it's kind of dumb, yeah.
Really dumb. How many push presents you get your wife?
0.
Yeah, my
I
wife pushed
think
out 3
it's-
kids. 0 presents.
I think it's dumb if someone goes, I have an expectation of a push present. I don't think it's dumb if the husband's like, and the word push present is also dumb. But I don't think it's bad if a husband or whomever, a boyfriend, whoever knocked her up, is like, hey, you just went through a lot physically. I'd
Right.
like to get you a little something to
Yeah.
show you how much I appreciate like that.
Because that's the present when the giver is giving it to you without you asking for it.
Yes.
That's the present.
That makes it a gift.
Yeah. Your calls, we'll take them. 877-77 Bobby. It does not have to be. Matter of fact, I don't want it to be about that.
I mean, if it's,
I'm exhausted of it. No, I'm just exhausted of
good.
it. 877-77 BOBBY. Hit us up. Brian in studio tomorrow. Amy, I want you to hear this clip because you're not really going to care because the person who's saying it is an athlete, but I think what he says, you're going to be like, oh my God. So and the interview doesn't come out till tomorrow on our podcast, 25 Whistles, but Calvin Johnson, one of the best wide receivers ever, is on with us. And I asked him, he played for the Detroit Lions. He was awesome. Asked him what his favorite piece of memorabilia was because he has a bunch behind him. Listen to his answer here.
We played that snow game in Philly that year. But the significance of this game was it wasn't anything that happened in the game. It was my parents. They came to the game. And so after the game, my mom was going to the airport and she slipped and fell. And from that, she got checked up and she found out she had pancreatic cancer. And she's still here with us today only because, she fell at that game. So if she wasn't at that game, we would have never known she wouldn't be here with us today.
I got chills on my neck.
Yeah, wow.
The fact that I was like, hey, what's the memorabilia? Like there are game balls around him. And he's like, it's not even I have a ball for. But like I thought that it was a snow game. Nobody's looking forward to it. But my mom slept on the snow. And getting her to the hospital, in making sure she was okay from the fall, they discovered she had pancreatic cancer, which is really...
Oh, yeah,
that's
aggressive. Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
To find you need
and
early
she's still,
detection.
because of that fall, she's here now because that's when they found it.
Pretty amazing.
When they did Survivor and Jimmy Johnson, the coach of the Dallas Cowboys, who was at one time, like he went in just to get the physical to go on Survivor, and they found he had a heart issue, and they put a stent in his heart, but only because he was getting the physical to be on Survivor.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yep.
Wow.
That's amazing.
So that gave me chills on the back of my neck. That interview comes out tomorrow, but it wasn't even about the sports part of it. It was just that story. Speaking of sports, tonight at my house at like 6 Central, dorm dudes are driving down from Ohio. We're going to do breaks. We do the sports memorabilia on
This
TikTok.
is so much fun.
We do it for like 3 hours. And so me, Eddie, and the dorm dudes, you can just get on TikTok. You can get on my Instagram and you can find the page.
Amy, you should watch.
We're
It's
doing
so
breaks
fun.
for 3 hours. Where
Yeah,
people like pay a little
just
something.
Opening boxes.
Yeah, they pay like
Yay.
$20 and they have a shot to win like a signed helmet or something. It's so much fun. We haven't done it in months.
So the ones I see posted are like the exciting ones. Like you'll repost them.
If I
like,
win.
Yeah. Bobby Bones, look at you. You got so lucky. You got this helmet.
It's so much
signed by-"
fun.
Right. But like, are you ever, like, is it still fun even if it opens it up and it's just like a helmet you weren't excited
No,
about?
it's fun if you win. It's not fun if you don't win.
Oh.
But let's say you pay like,
I just thought like no matter what, it's still something cool.
if you win, it's always something cool.
Okay.
But if you lose, you're like, I'll just pay $25.
Yeah.
But you're paying like $25 for a chance to win like a $200 helmet.
Okay.
And it's fun. But we're doing that tonight. My Instagram is Mr. Bobby Bones. Oh, I made a video last night on my Instagram. I saw Brantley Gilbert commented on the video that I made last night, and he doesn't comment on anything. And I like Brantley, but he's like me. He doesn't really comment much on Instagram.
What do you say?
Here are the people that commented on the video, because I was really embarrassed last night, and I posted a video on my Instagram. Chris Lane wrote, "It happens, everybody, keep your head up, champ." Kane Brown wrote, he said, not dang, but dang, dude. Brantley Gilbert wrote, "You didn't strike out on this Oscar award-winning performance at all." So I'm going to play you the first part of this video I put on Instagram. Here you go. Hey guys, I never wanted to have to make one of these videos, so I just wanted to get ahead of it before it made any sort of news. It may not make the news, but I have a feeling that it will. And it sucks. So I'll just put it out so you're not surprised. Tonight, for the first time ever in my life, I think, I struck out in slow pitch softball.
Idiot.
That was very dramatic for that.
So dumb.
I'm humiliated. I was humiliated.
That's pretty bad, though.
It was the
dude.
playoff. I was humiliated.
mean, yeah,
I'm gonna tell you what happened,
embarrassing.
and I can't stop thinking about that all night.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think I've ever. I don't think I have in slow pitch softball. I don't think I've ever struck. And I struck out, and it was the playoffs. It was our softball team's playoffs. And not only that, there were a really nice group of. I'm playing, and I go sit in the bleachers sometimes, and some listeners were like, I can see them searching for me on Google to see if it's me.
Double check.
Yeah, they're like, "Is this Bobby Bones?" And I can see it doing it, but I don't want to jump in and be like, "It is." It's just a weird thing to do. So once they come to the conclusion, they go, "Are you Bobby Bones?" And then everybody's like, "Oh, cool." And so I'm talking to like 8 people, and they're like, "Do you just come out and watch games? Or are you playing?" I was like, "No, I'm playing." And they're like, "Are you any good?" I'm like, "Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty good." And so I was at bat next inning, and they're all watching. I struck out. I struck out. You know what? I didn't even go say, but I didn't go say anything to him. I grabbed my glove and went home. Right? It was the last inning of the game.
Wait.
I just left.
That's embarrassing, Amy.
It's humiliating.
It's embarrassing.
I thought about it all night. I'm thinking about it right now.
I'm I'm watching.
I hate me.
I don't have the volume
Wow.
on right now because you just played it, but
I
I'm
hate
watching your
me.
face, and if I didn't know that now this is about striking out at a rec softball game,
Don't minimize my trauma.
I'm not. I would think that you're about to say like.
I hung out with Diddy.
No, I mean,
Yeah, or
that's bad too.
you're getting indicted for something.
Something bad, man.
No, I'm telling you.
I just added my own comment.
Like I think about it now and it makes me sick to my. I'm such a loser, and I hate me. And I've retired. I'm retiring.
Were you trying to swing for the fence?
Hard as I possibly could.
Oh, you retired?
I'm retired. I took
You're never gonna play again.
Done?
I took my shoes, my pants, and my underwear and left it on the pitcher's mound and walked away.
Oh my!
Wow.
You're done. You're done.
Then I got indicted for being naked in public.
Yeah.
That's the real sadness.
No, it sucked though.
I'm sorry. It does suck.
It was sucked. Especially because I was like, no, I'm pretty good, and I went up. Because I am pretty good. I'm not great, but I'm pretty good. I was MVP of the celebrity game.
I know, man.
I wanted to tell him that after I was
from
done.
that to
I was like,
that.
trust me, what you saw there is not. I was so embarrassed. And I went home and told my wife, and she was like, oh, Strikey.
Yeah.
And I was like,
called
I don't
you
want the
Strikey?
nickname. Yeah. I don't want the nickname Strikey.
Hey, but in order to know like how low something is, you've experienced the high. So that's why this low probably feels lower.
Oh, MVP.
This
Yeah,
is the
like
worst
you're-
thing. This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me in my life.
No, it is not.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Stop.
That's probably accurate.
Good
No,
for
it's
you, man.
accurate. It's the worst thing that's ever happened to me in my life. So I'd like to say I'm embarrassed of it, but I'm open about it. And I struck out in slow pitch softball, and I hate me.
And what did Brantley say?
What wasn't a strikeout was your Oscar-winning performance.
That's funny.
I really just made that video because I thought I would call the show and say, and then you guys would be like, "We heard you struck out." I gave you the 8 Mile treatment.
No, I didn't see
Got
the
out in
video.
front of
Can't make fun of me if I make fun of myself. Ray, what do you want to do? Song or no?
No, we'll go to break.
All right. Okay, you guys call us 877-77 Bobby. Back in a minute.